What's up, YouTube? It's Pop Tech, and we'll get into some Funko terminology, so stick right here. Alright, so as I said, this is going to be some Funko terminology. There's actually going to be more than one part, as you can probably see from the thumbnail. So this is going to be a pretty long video. It's a lot of terminology that has came out with Funko that everybody needs to know, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm trying to go in order of how the process is, kind of. But you have the prototype, which is the first mode or the design that has this usually like a porcelain kind of design or like a plastic one that's just with no coloring to it. It's just this time getting my idea from the factory how it's going to look once it goes into actual production. That way you can make changes from that design. Of course, you know, before the prototype they have the designs they do on computers, so that, but actual physical won't be the prototype. And once you have the prototype, you can have a common. A common is the easily find, largely in production, like 25 plus K of a production of an item. They're the ones that you can see on the back of the boxes. When you see the back of the box that shows like different ones that's in that wave, those are most likely the commons that you will see on the back of the box. A chase is the one that has like a common, but it's something that's a little bit different about the common. Changing position, changing coloring, changing just something about it. Those are usually 1 and 6, depending on what they are. There are some pop rods that was out that was like 1 and 3. There was a GameStop box that came out that had one that was 1 and 2, so it's not a big one there. But it just depends on what it is. Chases are a little bit hard to find. Like I said, there are like a small ratio of them. So for every 6 that you put out in a box, because that's what you do with cases, you put 6 Funkos in a box. If it has a chase, it's going to have that one chase in there, so it's going to be 1 chase and 5 common inside the box. An exclusive is a retailer exclusive. That's like Target, GameStop, Barnes & Nobles. There's other retailers that be selling stuff. There's going to be the exclusive that's only for them. Like a Funko shop has a lot of exclusives that are being dropped. As you know, that they drop them on usually on Mondays, Wednesday, or Fridays around 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is like 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. Those are exclusives that are for the actual retailer. Sometimes it can be in large production, sometimes it cannot. For example, that could be how the Funko Shop have released a Toucan Sam metallic that was only 1,000 piece exclusive on their actual website, which is actually a pretty funny story, but I'll probably not get into that until later. So exclusives are just the retailer's main like thing for them. Alright, chrome. A chrome pop is like a shiny plastic. Has different colors as gold, red, silver, green. Chrome is what something that Funko has been coming out with a lot of lately. A lot of people are actually getting tired of the chrome look on the Funko Pops. I myself also don't like Funko that are chrome because they can pick up fingerprints easy. So you have to kind of clean them and wipe them. Sometimes the chrome could be looking ashy. It's just not something I like. I don't like the whole chrome movement they're doing. That's what something that Funko pushed a lot of this past year was a lot of chrome pops. Next one up is flocked. A flock Funko Pop has material on it to give it a texture or feel of either fur, feathers, or in recent case of ice. Flocking usually costs a little bit more money for Funko to make. A lot of times those items there go for a little bit higher in price. One of the most recent ones I could say is a Funko Target dog that released him out. It was a flock version of him. Another one would be the cold version, which was the Iceman, which everybody had no idea what the flock had to do with the actual pop. So flocking can be like a nice texture to it. Only thing about it is it gets dirty easy. It can pick up dust easy, so pretty much those are best left inside the box. A glow-in-the-dark pop is a pop that actually glows in the dark. Has some kind of special paint on it, or special plastic that if you put into the sunlight or into a UV light, which I actually have right here beside me, UV light right here, it charges it up, the paint, and then paint can actually glow when you put it into the dark. Had a couple of them I showed this year. Some that was good, some that was bad, some that could have been done differently in my opinion. But they also have some glow in the dark stickers they have put out recently as well, stickers and Pez. So going to now the Pez. Pez are actually the candies that Funko released through Pez Company. Those have the Funko heads on top of them. It's just a regular Pez dispenser. If you don't remember those are the old things that came out a long time ago. I have a few of them in my collection actually. But the Pez dispensers are the this has a Funko logo with the Funko heads on top of them. So that's the Pez line right there. A retired or voted pop. This will probably be the last one for this video. It's going to be a quick video for these here. Retired or voted pops are no longer in May. The molds are no longer done. Retired pops are usually something that can be something as young as maybe 3 months old. They're just not doing it no more. Voted, same thing. It's voted and retired pretty much the same terminology because it just basically means it's a pop that's no longer be in production or circulation. Something that could be an example of that could be like, for example, the very first molds they ever made, which was a lot of the ad icons like the Fruit Brute, the Tony the Tiger, stuff like that. The first molds they made of that are retired. Something that was retired or voted but then came back was the All Might with the glow, which had upset everybody. It was still everybody's value of it down. It went from like $250 down to like $125, something like that. It would have been a voted pop, but then somehow they found another shipment of it to sell. So voted pops are usually voted or retired pops are usually ones that are worth a little bit more money because they're harder to come by because they're no longer in production. Usually those have a smaller run, like I said before, because they're the older ones. So it's from the first line of Funkos when they first made, like maybe 10,000, 20,000 of the pop, and it was a common at that. They didn't make very large numbers of it because it was not a big company as it is now. So like those are ones that have like it's pretty nice value to them if you can get to them. So again, this is just a quick video. I did a couple of terminology for you. I did a prototype, I did commons, I did chase, I did exclusive, I did chrome, I did flock, I did glow in the dark, I did Pez, and I did retired / voted. So stay tuned for the next video where I talk about some more terminology. So thank you for watching. This is Pot Check. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much.